all to welcome my guest again, who is an avid reader and writer. We share a writing group, and she's also a podcast producer and has her own company. If you listened to the previous episode, you know. If you haven't, please go do so. Please welcome my friend Sara Tula. Sara, thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited for our second episode.
So now you get to talk about books and reading. So first and foremost, are you a reader, and what is your relationship to reading?
I love reading. I love reading as an escape and I love reading to learn. So I'll read like romance, fantasy. I've gotten into some thrillers, and like read or listen to those. But for more like nonfiction stuff, I've been listening. I feel like I connect more with the information and it sticks more when I listen to the audiobook of a nonfiction book.
Same. I feel like it's like a podcast, right? Like it is, I don't know, I always say that. I think it's the easiest to listen to for me personally is nonfiction or a thriller. I think a lot of times like fantasy is real. I would say anything with world building is like really hard to focus on while you're listening because I listen while I'm like on the subway or like, you know, doing laundry and stuff. But I agree, nonfiction, that's the way for me to do it.
Yeah, because sometimes with fiction, like somebody will say something and I'm like, oh, wait. And I go on a complete like tangent and have a daydream about whatever this person said. Like, why would you say that? I would treat this differently. If I was there, I would say, yeah, 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 yeah. And then I'm like so far into my own head, I'm like, oh, I missed 5 minutes
Okay,
of this
how far
audiobook.
do you get into a book before you put it down?
Oh, that's hard. Like a DNF.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be really pissed off because I will try to give the author, the book, the premise so many chances, and I'm like, maybe it's just not my cup of tea, but I want to know what happens at the end. If it's way too slow and then it slows down even more, I'll put it down because I'm like, okay,
Okay.
I need a fast-paced book. That's what I prefer. And sometimes if the main character is really annoying, I have to put it down. I'm like, girl, that was the dumbest thing you could have done.
Now,
And I
what
cannot
is a book that you wish you could read again for the very first time?
the very first
Speaking
time.
of.
There's a really good one that hit me like a brick. Like I think it was a 5 star for me. Son of the Morning. I can't
Mm,
pronounce this person's name, but I'll put it in the is it
okay.
backwards?
No,
Probably.
no, no. I think it's forward.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Son of the Morning. That is such an amazing book. I saw one person say that it was amazing. So I downloaded it because it was like on sale. And then it was like 6 out of 5 stars. Like it's so amazing. It's about this young woman who grew up in like a magical family and they like protect rural Georgia from like the bad like spirits or whatever. But she's always been different from this already magical family. So she moves to the city to like get a life and like find out who she is. And then she meets the the like literal devil, but he's like Satan, like the son of the morning, like the one who was cast out, even though like he was like villainized. It's like such biblical lore. So
Okay.
you're like seeing like this woman growing into like the strongest version of herself and seeing this man like want to atone, want the best for his community that he's made, and then like get entwined with each other. And it's so beautiful and I love it. And I love
Mm,
lore. So
okay. Yeah, I love that. Like in a retelling or something. Like that's really cool.
yeah, it was really, really cool.
Okay, what's a book you haven't read yet that everybody tells you you need to read?
Right now, I'm obsessed with the Discord around Yesteryear. I haven't picked it up yet,
We were
but
just talking about this. Don't you remember we were talking about this with Amelia at
yes, yes.
hmm
It was that and there was another one that was also like a flashback. I forget what it's called, but it's these like trad wife books that are like
Yeah.
so interesting to me of like not like being a trad wife, but like critiquing the idea and like if
hmm
you actually had to do this and had no choice, you wouldn't love it as much as you're like trying to sell it to modern day women to like get it
Yes.
their own like form of slavery. Like this is
Yes.
ridiculous. And
Yes.
I saw Tell the Bees no spoiler review, which made me more interested in it, where he described the main character as angry. And I was like, and she was like, he's like, she's angry the whole time. Like she's just a very angry woman. And I'm like, that is so intricate because these women sometimes try to play themselves off as like a soft life and nothing bad ever happened. And I
Mhm.
love birthing 12 kids and I look like a skinny little twig. Nothing happened. I'm fine. Like, dude, that is such a lie. And to see this be explored by a woman or the main character who's a woman who is angry, I think
Mm,
is very, very honest.
mhm.
Mhm.
It's funny you say that. So I interviewed Sarah Tobias Schaefer, who wrote Tradwife. It's like a horror novel for this season. So it's funny you say that. And I find it so interesting, I find it so interesting, like their take on Tradwife with it being horror. Like this woman who's a Tradwife wants a child so bad that she gets pregnant through this creature, and then everything kind of goes downhill from there. And I think it was a really fun and like funny and interesting read in like that genre in particular to like look at that. But yeah, and I really want to read Yesteryear.
Now I want to read Tradwife too. Now they're on my
Sarah,
list.
thank you so much for being here again, for giving me literally 2 hours of your time. I greatly appreciate it. And where can people find you? Where can they follow you? Where can they look at your services for your company? Like, please.
Yeah, for my book stuff that I actually need to post on because I have not posted and I need to actually get on that. I'll plug sarah.t slash dot author. That is my like book account that I have a system that I'm actually gonna post things.
Good.
And like book reviews and like being out and about in the city, like book talk, bookstagram kind of things.
Hmm.
And then for my business, it's podcasts with an S dot by dot Sarah, so podcast by Sarah with the dots in between. Yeah, and I help host with all like the admin stuff. I do the editing, content creation, posting it everywhere, all that. So